Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with a screenwriter's rant on the Tomorrow War, Joan. The Tomorrow War. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Please check out my books. Links in the description below. Wokeistan, a novel. Hollywoke, another novel. And of course the Pineys. Books 1 through 6. They are also available on Amazon. And they have Kindle Unlimited. And if you have Amazon Prime already, you already have access to Kindle Unlimited and can read them for free. For free, don't cost you nothing. And I still make money. So help me out. Anyhow, and check out our other videos. 2 other videos today, Bitchute and Rumble. Bitchute and Rumble. Sign up today. We're over 100 subscribers on Rumble, Joan, and just about 300 on Bitchute. Now, this is the Tomorrow War, starring Chris Pratt. And I like Chris Pratt. I think he's a good actor. He's funny. He's fun. He brings a lot of life to all his roles. And in this one, he plays a veteran / teacher who is watching TV, living his life, and these guys show up in the middle of the World Cup and say, "Hi, we're from the future, and we need people from the past to come to the future to fight the war because we're running out of people." Okay. So I think you could see where this is going already. So since he's a veteran, he gets drafted to spare his wife getting drafted or something. And J.K. Simmons is in it, apparently. And so he goes to the future to fight aliens. And they give him an armband thing that's kind of like the thing from Fallout. And he goes to the future where everything's destroyed. And it's like, if these guys could travel into the past, why don't they stop the invasion ahead of time? So I'm not totally on board with this concept. Seems like a weird concept. I mean, it's a pretty standard movie, you know. He fights aliens and everything's destroyed and he's got to save his daughter. That's like the whole thrust of the movie. He's trying to save his daughter, which I'm sure he ends up meeting his daughter as an adult, and then she dies, but in the past he saves her, and yeah, she'll never have to go through that or something, words to that effect. So I guess, I don't know, it's on Amazon. Seems like an odd concept. You know, it's different. I mean, they came from the future to fight the war, so can't they just warn everybody? Can't they just go, okay, here's all the technology. You know, here's all the technology like 30 years in the future. So start developing it and get ready, and here's when they show up, and you know, have a bunch of guns ready, pointed up into the sky, and then blow them out of the sky. Like, how else would you know, how does this work? It doesn't make any sense to me. But maybe they explain it in the movie, but I don't think that can work if it's the same timeline. And if you can't change the timeline, then how can this work? If you can't change the timeline in the past, then you're going to change it into the future? But that doesn't make any sense either. Again, this is, without stepping into it, it's become the Terminator argument, right? Time travel movies are really, really tough, and they're not good. 9 times out of 10. Sometimes they're good. I love the Terminator, but this isn't great. You know, and I love Chris Pratt, so I may watch it anyway. I mean, it looks like a action-packed movie. Here he is fighting aliens. July 2nd is when it starts. But you know, what I'd really like to see Chris Pratt in is an action comedy. I'd love to see him in an action comedy. You know, maybe as that wacky rogue cop on the force, and him and his partner are teamed up, but they hate each other at first, but then they start getting along, and all sorts of wacky things happen. Or even in this, I would like to see it a little wackier, because he can do wacky, and it's fun. You know, doing it super serious, okay, I mean, but then you got to sustain us on the actual physics of this universe, and I'm already very shaky on them. I'm already feeling like this can't work. So I would imagine the first act is, here we are in present day, everything's normal, everything's wonderful, hey, how you doing? And then, boom, they show up at the World Cup and then tell everybody, oh, in the future, aliens, you gotta come to the future to fight them for some reason. Okay, accepting that premise, the second act is he accepts that, and so does everybody else. He gets catapulted to the future, where he then spends the movie fighting aliens and trying to save his daughter who's still in the past. And I'm not sure, does he go back to the past or does he meet her in the future? What's the deal on that? And if you could just go back to the past, it seems weird. Why don't if the aliens have this technology, why don't they go back to the past and just kill everybody in, I don't know, Neolithic times? It seems like a really weak concept for a film. But Pratt, I like Pratt, so I might just watch it for him. And, if it's bad, then I'm going to be like, eh. So we need to get him in better movies. Just funny movies. Fun, good time movies where, these big Hollywood blockbusters, they suck. 9 times out of 10, they suck ass. They're the good ones are the exception, not the rule. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy was great, and mostly it was on him. He made it great, but a lot of it was the script too. It was a solid script, and then you look at 2, and it's just like, you're trying to be too funny now. Now it's too much. Wind it back. There was a nice balance in the first one. This is a little too serious. A little too serious on a premise that I find very shaky. But that's just my opinion. All right. That's it for me and Little Joan. Right, Little Joan? We'll see you tomorrow.